Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be planning the week of June 30th to July 6th. I apologize that I haven't been on YouTube for quite a while. I haven't planned a memory spread in a while because I don't know. I just been feeling very down on myself. I don't know. I don't know other than that. But yeah. Anyway, I will be using ScribblePrintsco's Cafe by the Sea, and this is the newest format, I believe. Oh, yeah, because the deco page now has date numbers. So, and then I think the date covers also changed. So, yep. And then it came with a tall box. And I paired this with a mixed metal in pixie dust. I have no idea what it is, but it's the pink one. I don't remember the foil names. So, yep. Anyway, I feel kind of out of the loop in a way, because I put my I did my shop on the back burner, but I just kept packing orders. But I kind of felt very burnt out in a way. And I don't know how else to explain it, but I didn't find the joy in planning anymore. I don't know how to, but yeah. Anyway, I will speed through putting down the base. Guys, okay, so I haven't filmed in quite a while, so I kind of mentioned that in the intro, but this is my first time doing day by day since the last time I planned this, which was probably the week before I posted it, which I don't have the date of. I could check technically. Let's see, when was the last time I posted a video? I think it was August. No, couldn't be. Most likely July. Yep. Nope, actually. Well, probably. Oh, it is August. August 2nd to the 8th. Then blah blah. Did I not mark when I posted these videos? Oh my goodness, that means I'm missing video scripts. Let me double check. Yup, I totally forgot. I'll just have to mark it before I forget. But anyway, yeah, I haven't planned since most likely by August. Like beginning of August, I haven't touched this planner. So I have quite a few spreads prepped. So it is literally October 11th that I'm filming this, so hopefully I can get a few done and then post them. So I hope you guys enjoy this week-long, I guess, posting schedule. So anyway, I am going to zoom in just a bit. Oh, before I begin, I have to put my scripts down. And don't mind my watch tan. Yeah, it's a problem. So I'm trying to give my hand a break with the watch because I realized that I literally wear it every day after, like even when it's finished charging, I just wear it and then I sleep with it and it tracks my sleeping. But I feel like, okay, I need to have a break with it. It shouldn't consume my entire life. But I like how it tracks everything. So you win some, you lose some. Anyway, so for to mark payday, because I haven't posted any videos, I'm just going to use the round labels. So payday, and I don't technically need to. I can space this out because I only have 4 things to mark this day. Oh gosh. So this was the day after my dog passed away, or he went to sleep. But I just know that, like, at this point in time, like, even though I feel very sad without him, I just know he's in a better place. So, yep. Anyway, so moving on, I watched The Gilded Age, which I feel like it seems silly to mark it with just a tiny little thing, but I'm just going to do it that. And then I got I had work. I had to do some work papers since June 30th is quarter end. So I have things to do with my job, and yeah. And then this day I obviously it was the day after, so I was very in my feelings. And then moving on to Tuesday, like even though it was a sad day, like 2 days prior, it was actually my dad's birthday, so we had to celebrate it. But we just know that Kion was in a better position, and we always give him some of the frosting, or not like the frosting, but the cream, like whipped cream. So he enjoyed that, but unfortunately he could not enjoy it this day. But yeah. Moving on, I got a package from ScribblePrintsco, which was the, I believe, July mystery kit, or maybe June. I'm not too sure. I honestly forgot if it's like a month after or the month before. Then I got Naya for lunch. And then my dad actually helped me drop off packages on his birthday. So kind of him. But they were your guys' order, so he just helped me with that because I prefer to get them like scanned with the manifest, but sometimes I'm unable to do that. I usually do that during, like, if I'm working from home, then I can just do it during my lunch hour. But sometimes I like to pack orders to the max so that it makes the trip worthwhile. So anyway, oh, and then for dinner I was in the office, so I just went straight there, and my parents and my brother went to the restaurant from home. So yep, and then I just met up with them and we had sushi for dinner and tried to decide. I guess I'll use this pattern label. Obviously, I was in my feelings again. Like, some days I will still be in my feelings because there's like little things that just bring back memories, and it was a loss. So, yeah. And then on Wednesday, I found out that one of my very first customers passed away. I had to learn it from another shop owner, so it was just very sad, and I didn't know how to cope with that. So I was more in my feelings, and yeah, it was just very sad to hear that. So rest in peace, Christy. And honestly, I was so down on myself that I don't even remember what I did at work, and I usually write that down, but there was a few days that I honestly don't even remember because I didn't have the need to write it down, but then I feel like I should have wrote it down because then honestly it just blurred out and I just don't even remember. So I'm trying my best to just write everything in my journal regardless if it's like a few days after or a few days, or yeah, I wouldn't write anything down a few days before, but anyway, so that was that. And then I actually packed orders, which I did mark down, and then I was in my feelings once again. So oops, and I'm actually going to use a pattern label to mark this. In my feelings. And that was Wednesday. On to Thursday, I actually had something different for lunch. I'm trying to not just stick to what my coworkers like to eat, because they usually get Naya every single freaking day. It's just kind of like, don't you get tired of that? Well, 2 days a week. So yeah, I was like, nah, I'd rather get something else. So I ended up getting Chipotle. We did try, like, I'm talking about as of today that I'm filming this, October 11th, like this past week, we did try something different, but they kind of screwed the food over. Like, they gave me and my coworker uncooked rice, which I was very shocked about. I'm like, hello? How do you serve uncooked rice? Like, the rice was still crispy, meaning I can tell that it was not cooked. I just ate the chicken and requested for a refund. So, and then we got something else. So, yeah. And we order through, what do you call it? Seamless, because that's by our, from our company. They're the ones who pay it out. So, yeah. Anyway, moving on. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, my goodness. If you hear that, that is my doggo. And I don't think I don't even remember, like, I don't think I shared this yet, but I will most likely share it when that time comes. But I do have a new puppy. But anyway, I will share more when we did get her. It is, actually, I guess I can share it now, even though I'm planning the week after my dog, my black dog, my Labrador mix my lab mix, my goodness, passed away. They're really distracting me. I apologize. Yeah. So I have my Pekingese and my new puppy, which is a Pipsky mix, or Pipsky. So yeah, she is my friend's, pretty much her mom. My friend's mom and grandma both have a dog, and they are not spayed or nor neutered at that time. And the mom apparently fell asleep, took a nap, and by the time when she woke up, they were doing the deeds, if you know what I mean. So, oh my goodness, I don't know if you can hear how loud they are stomping, but this is also a girl dog that I got. So yeah. Anyway, so going back to the story, I guess I can talk about that for the time being, because this is all boring stuff that I was in my feelings pretty much this entire week. So, oh, can we guys stop fighting? Like, the jealousy is real. Anyway, so pretty much they did the deed, and hey, can you be gentle? My goodness. Anyway, they did the deed, and obviously puppies are the, what do you call it? The consequences of that. And yeah, my friend's mom, I believe, mom's dog, or well, I guess it would be her dog. Her dog literally had 12 puppies, but 2, I believe, passed away. One passed away during birth, and then the other one, I guess, passed away after birth. I don't know too much about that information, but yeah. So in total, she had living puppies, 10 puppies. So yeah, she decided, like, when I first like talked to her, like, she showed me pictures of the puppies, and she wasn't interested in like giving them away, but and such. So like, especially because her grandma is very like very attached to them at this point, or at that point, which was in February, March, I guess. So I knew of the puppies, but I was not looking for any new puppies at that time, especially in March, in February, March, because obviously I had Kion and Copa. 2 is already enough, especially living in an apartment. I feel like it doesn't give them enough like energy to run out, but with Copa, because he's small, he just lounges anyway. So anyway, but pretty much my friend, after Kion passed away, like on my dad's birthday, she kind of messaged me. She was asking me, oh, do you know anyone looking for a dog and such, or looking for a puppy? And I was like, not really, but I'll ask around. So yeah, pretty much I was kind of looking at the puppies, and I was like, oh, if you want, you can send me pictures and blah blah blah. She sent me pictures, and it turns out one of the puppies, because they had litter mate syndrome, if you guys don't know what that is, that's when you have a litter of puppies, like especially siblings, they get so attached to each other. Sometimes they get too attached where they start hurting each other. And pretty much, yeah, that was why she had to be rehomed in a way. So honestly, I wasn't really sure, and I kind of talked to my friend, I believe, so this is July 7th. I kind of mentioned in a way, because she showed me a picture, and I really like loved her color, and I wasn't ready for a new puppy, obviously, but she kind of mentioned it, and I wasn't sure yet. So anyway, I kind of mentioned something to her, and yeah, one thing led to another, and yeah, we have the puppy. And oh, so I guess I'll go more into details of that, but pretty much she kind of has on her paw, she has like her upper arm, or upper paw, not upper arm, but upper paw, she has a scar, because I guess they kind of like really like not brutally attacked her, but enough that she needed some stitches. So yeah. And also my friend, because she had 10 puppies, she or yeah, 10 puppies. She did not get them vaccinated when they were babies. They just were at home and in the backyard, and that was it. So she wasn't properly socialized. Not my friend's fault, but obviously there was so many puppies, like there's no way to properly socialize, but because it was all in oops in a way too. So yeah, always be careful, guys. Don't have a litter of puppies because you just want to. It is not fair to the puppy or to the mom, and then also to the puppies, because the puppies sometimes struggle with everything, and if they don't get properly socialized, I don't know how else to explain it, but from my knowledge and from my experience with Kion and Copa, like it was just everything, it was brand new with her because she wasn't properly socialized, and she was terrified of every single thing. Loud noises, boom, scary. Yeah, and there was also a point where after we got her, we did lose her. I wasn't the one walking, not that I was blaming anybody, but yeah, my dad was walking her, and she heard a loud bang, or this truck was really loud and very scary to her, so let's just say she just ran away off her leash, and she was not microchipped at that point. So when you get your puppy or get a dog, make sure they're microchipped in case they run away. I was freaking out because she's not microchipped, anyone could take her, and I was worried that she would run into like to inside streets. Like she was running on the main road that we live on, and if she turned, I would never see her again. But thankfully she actually stayed on the main road, and it was just very stressful. But the first stressful like puppy I ever had, because Kion was super simple. He took on commands. He never ate outside food, and he was always so good. And I kind of took that for granted because I was expecting Copa to be like that, but no. Copa is a whole nother level of diva-ness. So yeah, it was just so funny, but yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that little story time, but it was just a lot of things happening, but I don't know. I also will be very honest, when I first got her, I kind of had some sort of resentment because I felt like, am I not mourning Kion enough that I decided, oh, let me get another puppy. But I don't know. There was something that kind of changed when she came into our lives, and I guess it's not for the good and also the bad, but yeah, I don't know. It's just is a whole nother thing with her because I have never had a girl dog before either. So I only had girl cats, and they never had they had heat cycles, but they would never bleed, if that makes sense. If you have girl dogs and you know what I'm talking about, yeah, they actually have periods, and I was just like, whoa, I was not ready for that. So it was just a whole nother thing. Anyway, so yeah, it was just something to learn about, and obviously I want to make sure that she is safe, but I also kind of don't want to spay her too early, that it kind of stunts her growth in a way, but I want to make sure that she's obviously the healthy stage where or like a good point where she can be spayed and it won't affect her in the future for like any cancers in her ovaries and such, which I guess because they will remove it anyway. I don't know how else to explain it, but yeah, if you guys understand dog stuff, you guys kind of understand. Oh, so anyway, that is pretty much that, and yeah, anything else that I'm forgetting? But yeah, oh, and I guess I should mention her name is Ellie. My friend name is Ellie, so, well, they spell it differently. My friend is, technically her nickname is Ellie, which is E-L-Y. Her name is Elisa, which is E-L-I-S-A, and she named this dog, or this puppy, after her, or her mom. I don't know who named her, but pretty much I kind of kept the name because she wasn't actually like interested in taking other names. Like, we were just saying out names, and it just didn't feel right because she was already, oh, I should mention, she was much older than when I got Kion and Copa, because Copa was 3 months old, and also Kion was also 3 months old. So it was a whole new thing with Ellie, because she was, let's see, she was born in November, so 8 months, I believe. So yeah, it was kind of a whole new thing, because 8 months, haven't been socialized, never been on actual like leashed walks. She's just been released in, or at the time, because she was hurt from her siblings, she had to be secluded into a room, and yeah, it was kind of sad. So pretty much she only been trained on the wee pads while she was in like her secluded area. So it was just something to learn, relearn, because I honestly, I feel like Kion, he actually took going outside very quickly, especially when he was a puppy. Like, he just loved going outside, and Kion would be the one who we would keep walking, like he wants to keep walking, but then he would never want to come back. It's just so funny. And then what do you call it, Ellie is kind of similar. She'll keep walking, but she will actually wants to go back home. So yeah, that was something new-ish. So it was just really funny. There's some similarities between them, even though they've never met each other. But I can kind of see Kion in Ellie, but like I said, there was some sort of resentment because she wasn't Kion, and I can't get Kion back, and I just have to remember that. But I don't know how else to explain it, but like losing a dog, it just feels very sad, and like not being replaced in a way, but a new chapter that I'm starting with another puppy, like, but I will never forget about Kion, if that makes sense. But I don't know how else to explain it. But yeah, I will just leave it as that. So, oh, what else did I want to mention? Oh, talking about my friend's name. So, pretty much, she didn't really want to, like, I felt like it was not the right fit to rename this dog that has been having that name since she was a puppy. So we just kept it Ellie, but we spelled it differently. So, and my dad loves watching The Last of Us, and also my friend loves watching The Last of Us, and which is so funny because the day that she bought her, she was wearing The Last of Us t-shirt. So yeah, my dad pretty much named her, or spelled it differently, same way as it's spelled in The Last of Us, which is E-L-L-I-E. So you'll know more about it on the 20th, because that's when we met her. And I honestly was telling my friend, like, I wasn't sure whether or not I wanted a new puppy, or a new dog, or any, like, animal, in that case, because obviously losing Kion was very upsetting, because it felt different compared to when I lost my first dog, Simba, because Simba passed away, naturally, and said Kion was, like, I didn't want to see him suffer anymore, and I could see it in his eyes, like, he was not there anymore. So, yeah. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh my goodness. How did I just lose my train of thought like that? I totally forgot. I do apologize. I was doing this, and then I totally forgot what I was thinking. And I don't feel like stopping this recording just to look back, or hear back what I just said. Oh my goodness. What was I thinking? Oh, I was mentioning how I didn't want a new puppy, but obviously I have Copa, and when Kion was a puppy, or like not a puppy, but he was 9 months old when we got him, or got Copa, or like my aunt handed me Copa. I wasn't sure like how they would react, but obviously they were very similar, not similar in age. They were almost a year apart, or technically 9 months apart. 9 months and a day apart. So yeah, it was quite different from Copa and Ellie because Copa is much older and I wasn't sure how Copa will take it. So I kind of mentioned to her, like, maybe I will be interested, but obviously I have a dog and I want to be respectful of Copa and make sure that he's okay with it. So yeah, pretty much I had to, like, that was my main thing. Like, I want to make sure that Copa was okay with a new puppy. So yeah, that's why we did a play date on the 20th, but Copa was totally fine. He didn't really care. He was like, who? He was like, but then I kind of feel like we kind of tricked him because we kind of tired him out in Prospect Park. So yeah, anyway, it was quite funny. But yeah, they enjoy each other's companies, but I'll just say Ellie is very, what do you call it? Jealous. She is a very jealous girl, and I have never had, like, I have seen Kion and Copa, like, have their, like, jealousy amongst each other, but the jealousy between everything with Copa and Ellie is just a whole nother level. So it was quite funny to see them interact with each other. So, and I obviously, like I said, wanted to be respectful of Copa, and because this is technically, he was there when Kion passed, but honestly he had no feelings at all. Like, he had no interest in seeing Kion, but obviously he kind of knew Kion wasn't feeling himself before, so he was there for moral support, I guess, for me, in a way. So yeah, that was pretty much like how I kind of introduced, or not really introduced, but like my feelings behind it all, like making sure that Copa feels respected, and because if I'm bringing a new puppy into the home, I want to make sure that Copa is okay with it, and such. So that was it. And obviously it's been almost 2 months. Well, yeah, it's 2 months, almost 3 months actually, since she came home, and yeah, it's been a whirlwind, but I'm very happy that she is here, and she's not secluded in, or like locked up in a room where she can't have run around like her siblings could at my friend's house. So, but yeah, her birthday is coming up soon, which is crazy to think she'll be a year old, and I feel like she is slightly bigger than when Kion came, or like Kion's full, like, or no, well, she's currently 10 months. Yeah, she's almost 11 months old. So I feel like she's slightly bigger, but, oh, and I think I mentioned it earlier, that she is a Pipsky. So her mom is a Pitbull Jack Terrier, or Jack Terrier Pitbull. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, pretty much her mom is a mix, and then her dad is a pure Husky. So I do see some Husky in her, because the way she howls, or she doesn't howl, or like when she barks, she kind of howls. So yeah, if you know what I mean. So that was kind of funny to see that in her, and I just have to remember for myself that I am creating new memories, not replacing any memories that I had with Kion. And I have, like, we decided when we put him to sleep that we would get him his paw prints, and I actually have one, like, we got two, one for my brother and one for me, and yeah, every day I would say hi to Kion. Like, I don't know, it does that seem weird, but I feel like it's just something I like that brings me, oh my goodness, what do you call it, I don't know how else to explain it, but brings me comfort, I guess, that he is, like, I just have to remember that he's in a better place, that we did it for the benefit of him and not selfishly, like, keep him alive because we want him here. like, I wish I could just, like, honestly, I wish that all animals, or not even animals, like fur babies, they could live as long as we could, but unfortunately that's not reality. So yeah, it's just very sad. But I'm just remembering that it is okay to be sad, and it's okay to remember all of the good memories you had with any fur babies. So yeah, and then also, I believe I mentioned it in my plan with me that my cat also passed away of 10 years. So it was just like one thing after another, and I kind of mentioned this last year, like, I hope next year, meaning this year, will be a good year. Turns out it was not. I mean, there was some wins, some wins, some loses, some loss. I don't know. Like, I'm just losing my train of thought at this point. But yeah, I just have to remember that good things happened. Well, like, there'll always be bad things, and then there'll always be good things. So anyway, that is pretty much my plan with me. I am almost done putting this down, and I yapped for almost 30 minutes, or technically 15 minutes, about my new puppy. So yeah. Anyway, oh, I wanted to ask everyone, if you do have a girl doggy, any tips and tricks? I mean, she'll eventually be spayed, but the point of my, like, when I was mentioning the spay part, I kind of want to wait, until she's like at least a year, because I feel like Kion was spayed at 3 months old. Actually, before he turned, before he turned 3 months old. So he was spayed very young, and I felt like that kind of hindered, like, his growth in a way, because obviously there's testosterone, like, he has also, every animal, like human being too, have hormones. So I feel like when they spayed him, or like, not spay him, spay his girl, neutered him very early, I felt like that kind of hindered his growth in a way, and it kind of hindered his, like, when he got older in an age. But I don't know, I'm not too sure, I don't know the science behind it all, but I feel like that kind of like preventing me from spaying her too early, because I want to make sure that she's kind of like fully grown in a way where all the hormones have settled, everything has settled. But also, she did have her first periods, or for her first cycle, so I feel like, okay, she's kind of like the adult now in a way. So maybe we'll see how she would do. But yeah, because for Koba, I got him spayed later, like a little before his first birthday, so I feel like I want to kind of do that in a way for Ellie. But right now, due to my schedule, I cannot until after. But tentatively, it will be in December that I will spay her, which will be after her birthday. But because October I cannot, because I will be busy with work and I cannot take a day off. So that is disappointing. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this plan with me. Pretty much, I guess you don't really need me to say much about what I did in the day by day, but I hope you guys enjoyed this story time of me getting a new puppy. But yeah, I don't know how else to close this out, but I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!